you know all this? Everyone? Anybody? Please, let's make it interactive. So, Heal in India. Are you aware of this program?
Yes.
Have you registered in it? Anybody? No. So, this is such a powerful program. Until and unless you enter into that program, it is just a word. It is a phrase, Heal in India. It won't go any further until and unless you register and see so many different things. Start your medical journey in India. There are two aspects to Heal in India. Heal in India and Heal by India. So, specific visa, Ayush visa is also being given by. But you have to enter into that program, and when you walk that road, you will understand what that entails. So very quickly, when we attain the age, say around 50s, you arrive at a point in life where there are so many different what we call options. That's our priorities. At one end is ashram, and then income tax or pragati. So, but that pragati is whether it's such a chock-a-block road, we know all this. But one fine day, the priorities do change. When we are on road, one fine day, in Hindi it is said, koi road pe na nikle. It does happen. And this is apada, our priorities changed. And as Modi ji rightly said, apada mein avsar, if you remember those days, before vaccine, there was no alternative. Ayurveda was the mainstream medicine. Everyone, even principals of medical college, used to call and ask for Chavanprash and Ayush Chada, if you remember those days. This calamity presently has re-emerged in this form. What he has done as a first step after taking office was to exit from WHO, and he and his then friend exited from US aid also. And what that led to was a huge crisis. US terminates funding for polio, HIV, malaria, and several other programs all over the world. President's emergency plan for AIDS, all closed down. So this is also an apada, and then this is an apada mein avsar for Ayurveda. Because there is no option now for countries like Somalia and Uganda. So many, there is US aid has gone, it is gone away. There is no US aid now, so no vaccines. So if there are no vaccines, then you have to search for some alternatives. So those alternatives, for all young researchers here, there is a lot of opportunities there these days. If you provide it, you can use suckers, you can give good medicines, good alternatives for conditions like malaria, etc. Basically, I am speaking for youngsters. So pardon me if you are thinking like what this is very what small talk. So current global trends have re-emerged as world has started to prioritize health, sustainability, and holistic well-being. Very important word for us, but the conventional biomedicine is relearning those things. That these are also very important. So the global trends, increasing demand for holistic health, rising consumer awareness, preference for natural and sustainable healthcare solutions. The global healthcare industry is shifting from curative to preventive approaches, and as I said, alternative approaches. Very quick, what is happening over global context for traditional medicine. We can speak on each of these for hours together. There are billions of people, centuries of knowledge, use and benefits world over. Indigenous people, a very important word, has come into play again. 6% of population protects 60% of biodiversity, but there are inequities. Universal health coverage, millions in workforce, public access and acceptability, workforce is solid. Scientific, medical, technology frontiers Even this conference has emphasized on those technology aspect. Then premium dollar industries, pharma, natural products, G20, bioeconomy initiatives are there. One health, very important concept has emerged. Pandemic prevention, there is a treaty all over the world, global treaty on pandemic preparedness and the management. Holistic, personalized approaches, we all understand this very easily. Personalized approaches. Political commitments are there. Then rebalancing leadership and equity and worldviews are there. So take-home messages are herbal medicines have taken central stage, natural beauty products, wellness centers globally. Then this interesting concept called yoga studios, not yoga ashrams. Now yoga studios have come up in big way. Acupuncture therapy, so many other non-conventional biomedicine as alternative therapies. This is a very important landmark thing which has happened in India in recent times from WHO's point of view also. So namaste. PM Modi unveils WHO Center for Traditional Medicine at Jamnagar in presence of WHO Director General Dr. Tedros and Mauritius Prime Minister Jagannath Ji. Gujarat CM Bhupendra Patel was also there, Mansukh Mandviya ji, the then Health Minister was there. But it is a very, very important landmark event which has happened, and the building has come into shape. It will be inaugurated this year, the new building. Old building is also very beautiful in the campus of ITRA Jamnagar. Many people have come from Jamnagar also. So what does this promise? WHO Traditional Medicine Center India, leadership commitments and agreement, highest level of political commitment and collaboration. India President introduces center in opening address of the 2022 Parliament budget session. It is first WHO technical center outside of developed countries. Developing countries is a very big thing. US $250 million investment has been promised. Building is very beautiful, one of the most beautiful buildings I have seen. This is what that work stream entails. Again, each we can discuss. If anybody asks me questions, that will be wonderful to explain what exactly we mean by leadership. There are declarations, Gujarat Declaration, as Bhushanji was also saying, Delhi Declaration, Asthana Declaration, Universal Healthcare, Global Summit 2025 is happening. So that is the leaders' political thing. Then UHC, PSC, health systems, data, ICD-11, very, very important. I will come back to it in another 2 minutes. Biodiversity, communication, people's participation, partnership, corporate events, innovation, regulation, evidence, and overall traditional medicine. Some very important glimpses, very quick, I will take you. Experts from over 40 countries across all 6 WHO regions, researchers, policymakers, practitioners, community organizations, non-state actors, WHO staff all came together in New Delhi to prioritize collaboration. That has taken place now. Then regional stakeholder consultation was done and research priorities setting. What should be the research priority? So the young researchers, if you align your projects with global and then national aspirations, the research priorities are already there. You have to search for it. This is not just your priority. If your priority aligns with the national priority and the national priority aligns with the global priority, it will take you longer distance. Then this, as I said, technical meeting on finalizing the ICD-11 traditional medicine minimal data set. One of the most important steps which has been taken all over the world is inclusion of traditional medicine terminology as well as morbidity code in the 26th chapter of International Classification of Diseases. It is very, very significant, and the capacity building exercises are already going on. Very easily it can be done, and Anil sir and the principal of these colleges or the stakeholders of this institute be aware that by the next month or say in January, there will be a capacity building workshop in All India Institute of Ayurveda, Sarita Vyas, for ICD 11 Module 2. So that is a hand holding workshop, hands-on training. So be aware and just walk down there and learn. Some of you can become TOT, that is training of trainers sort of things. It is a very, very important development. Another important development is artificial intelligence applications. It is already rolled out, the global partnership is on, and the policy document has been verified and circulated by Government of India. Key agenda and priorities for 2025 World Health Summit was held 25 to 27 April in Bharat Mandapam. Very beautiful event. Then ratification of global strategy was done in May of 2025. This is, say, one of the most important steps. It will, Namdar sir, namaste. What has happened over last, say, 7-8 years is development of this strategy which will govern the traditional medicine sector for next 10 years, 2025 to 2034. The second WHO Traditional Medicine Global Summit is happening 17 to 19 December 2025. So very quick outline of new WHO Traditional Medicine Strategy. I will not bore you too much. It just glimpses, outline. What is it? It has a vision, it has some goals, then there are guiding principles, 4 strategic objectives. Each objective has got 2 directions, and then there are specific actions for all the stakeholders. 3 major stakeholders, member states, that is country, and stakeholders like pharma industry, like educational institutes or non-state actors, and then for WHO Secretariat. Vision is universal access to safe, effective and people-centered TCIM. One of the most important change which has occurred from last global strategy to this global strategy is inclusion of this I. I has come inside now after lots of deliberation. Previously it was traditional medicine only. Now it is traditional, complementary and integrative medicine. So integration has taken a big global step. That itself is a huge thing. Just think of it, what is that integration? So integrative medicine is the new thing now. And coming from WHO, then medical establishment also agrees to it. Goals to maximize the contribution of TCIM. There are 9 guiding principles: evidence-based, holism and health. One health has come into play. Right to health is there. Indigenous people is no new addition to this strategy. Culture and health, people-centered, integrated health services and health equity. There are 4 strategic objectives, 8 strategic directions. Each direction specific to particular objective. So this is a big picture, just in one slide. Old global strategy. These are, as I said, rational action for member states, action for partners and stakeholders, and action for WHO Secretariat. That is direction, strategy, objective, as well as vision. So I will not go into too much details this presentation. Anybody interested, you can ask me, because some of them are very important things. So acknowledgement for this is member states, TCI team from Jamnagar and WHO here. Coming to global opportunities, Chauhanji and everybody here are actually walking this talk. They know what I am telling is actually underestimates. The estimates are far bigger, the perspectives are far bigger than this. So, as I remind, we met at World Ayurveda Congress. Started with 168 participation, has reached to 352 countries. delegates. Delegates are 168 to 352 and countries are 22 to 58. It is more than double. Hopefully, hope to see you. He is there in the Dubai conference also. I presume you have also got the invitation. So career opportunities as simple as clinical practice. I have put a question mark. Becoming an Ayurvedic physician. Is it limited to what it was 20 years back when I was in the learning phase? Ayurvedic, what do you imply by Ayurvedic physician? There is now this global Ayurvedic physicians are there, Gotlaji and Joshiji. So they bring very different aspects to this. Then research, education, wellness tourism has come into play very big in India. Nutrition, translation services, and pharmaceuticals. Global market 14.4 billion by in 2023. So when I was at that stage, I was thinking just of becoming a doctor. Now these many things are there. There is a startup concept. You can do medical writing, sales is there, policy, education, outreach, business, marketing, teaching, pharma, administration, biotech, research. Some of the people who are sitting here are doing all of this, like Pawan sir. So, what you can do? Position themselves as preventive healthcare pioneers through immunity boosters, detox therapy, stress management, and different protocols. Offer tailored wellness plans that combine dietary advice, yoga, and herbal remedies for specific global populations, such as corporate professionals, seniors, and children. Different things, geriatric population, pediatric population. You can design those things. And many of us can help you mentor and get there to design these things. Personalization is very important word in Ayurveda, Prakriti, individualized therapy. Purusham Vishayo Bhaven Vishakuttama. We cannot be both beyond that. There are so many different opportunities. Wellness tourism is there. Key focus areas are there. भारत में आयुर्वेदिक क्लिनिक खोलेगी कनाडा की कंपनी. ऐसी सिचुएशन हो गई. Then there are different Ayurvedic academic chairs all over the world with the help of CCRS and national institutes. These chairs are established by Government of India. IIA has established partnerships with 15 international and 35 national organizations. Then integration with biomedicine. Just very quickly, Nobel Prize was given to traditional medicine a few years back. Then digital Ayurveda is a new frontier. Nutraceuticals are very, very important. US Ayurveda market trends, you know these things. Essential oils, herbal extracts. Ayurveda market, 40% Europe's share was there. Despite Europe being very anti-Ayurveda. In pharmaceutical industry, more. There are regional strongholds of Ayurveda. This is from data collected from different sources. Take-home message. So before going to this take-home message, I will just ask you, how if you want to go and practice in Kerala, because it is such a beautiful place to live, you don't want to live in polluted Delhi. So if you choose to go to Delhi, to Kerala, can you just go and walk in and start practice? I don't think so. You have to learn the culture, at least the language in India itself. So what about global? If you want to become a global physician, global ambassador of Ayurveda, anywhere in the world, you need to know the culture and the language. And so for that, you have got 3-4 years. So at least learn one foreign language. Scope is endless. Just think of translational services, literally as well as conceptually. And then, so much of work. So whether you want to do it or not, depends on you. You can be very contented here itself. This is very beautiful cartoon. I put it on my table. If you could wish for anything, what would it be? A big sunny field to be in. A stupid field, you have got that now. Think big, riches, power. Pretend you could have anything. And then his house is still sleeping peacefully. So actually it is hard to argue with someone who looks so happy. So prasanna atmendriya mana. If you are prasanna, you are already global, like this. मेरा जूता है जापानी है, पतलून हिंदुस्तानी, सर पे लाल टोपी, उसी पे भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी. If you are contented and happy, that is the ultimate thing to be a global ideal physician. I am open for questions. Thank you very much. Anil ji is not here. Anil ji, I have commented.